Most of the times, we forget how valuable we are and what God has given us. Sometimes it becomes a habit to look at others and say their life is better than mine. But we forget how the same Creator has made everyone. There's only one Father, Mother who has made everyone. There's only one Creator. And so it is very essential to, when you wake up in the morning, to look at your own self and feel your inner beauty, your inner qualities. Now, even now, just now in the meditation, I hope you, as we were contemplating, did you think about your quality, one of the qualities that you stand for, or one of the qualities that you really have very strongly inside yourself? And that is the quality which actually brings all other qualities inside you. It's just like how they say one weakness can bring all the weaknesses. You need only one weakness. There's only one weakness in all of us, which is very strong. And that weakness doesn't allow us to move forward. That becomes an hindrance in our spiritual effort. Or that is the weakness that again and again gives us sorrow or pain. But on the other hand, there is one powerful quality in all of us which actually lifts us up. And when I focus on that quality, I'll see the beauty inside me flourishing. That one quality can bring many more qualities into my life. So it's important to recognize what is that inner beauty that I have, the beautiful quality I have. I remember at a very young age, maybe I was 13, 14 years of age, my father, when we were all sitting together, we just thought, we will share each other's qualities. And then when it came to me, my father said that I thought maybe he'll say I'm notorious or something. Of course, I was not that notorious. But my father said that Madhvi is very determined soul. She has determination. And I was very surprised. Until then, perhaps I never recognized I have that quality in me. But when he said that, I was very touched, and I started noticing that, yes, I have this in me. And then I started to apply that in the thoughts or actions. But naturally, that is there inside. And sometimes you notice, and sometimes when you notice, you're executing that quality more. You're applying that quality more in your day-to-day life, and you will start seeing how that one quality brings so many other qualities, uh, which actually helps in better thinking, better speaking, and better way of doing things. And so I think it is very important that we look into ourselves. It's not that others have to say you have this in you, but in a very humble way, very honest way, I have to check. It's not through ego that I have this and then I stand for this. But then the moment I have ego, that quality actually, the value of the quality will decrease. But I'm recognizing that quality from a very pure space. I'm using that quality in a very pure way. And so each one of us really needs to know what is that value I actually stand for. Mm. And let me consider that value or the quality as God's gift in my life. Mm. So, how do I use that gift? I use that gift. If somebody gives you a valuable gift, how you use it? You use it in a precious way because it is a precious gift. You want, just don't want to throw anywhere. You just don't want to waste it anywhere, right? In the same way, God has given us beautiful gifts in our life. We have to recognize and be thankful. Even I have one quality, I can always use it for a better purpose, for something charitable, for something that creates blessings in my life. I should not become like a frog in the little well. It's my life and little things I'm doing, I'm content, but uh, recognize, let that inner beauty flourish. When you wake up in the morning, you look at yourself and feel really that dignity, that inner beauty. And that's what is beauty, right? Somebody could be externally how beautiful they could be, their skin. It's only skin that makes us beautiful, right? I mean, to say physically. And today, what not people do to physically look beautiful. They do so many things to look beautiful. But externally, you may look beautiful, but internally, if I don't act beautiful, internally, if I'm having any kind of impurity, then how can I be a beautiful soul? Even externally, somebody being beautiful internally, if the soul doesn't have that inner beauty, the soul has inner beauty. Every soul has it. It's a matter of checking and emerging it and using it in my day-to-day life, which brings double beauty. Somebody may be physically how beautiful, but internally, if they don't have that inner beauty, then it's of no use. You know? It's like they say, a fruit can look beautiful from outside, but if you break it inside, there can be insects. In the same way, count your attainments from God. What beautiful virtues you have, and appreciate your life for that beauty. It could be courage, it could be determination you have, it could be a very loving heart you have, it could be you have such calmness in your life, it could be stability, it could be tolerance, it could be a wonderful, caring nature. So, knowing yourself well is very important. Then I live with that knowing. And so, when I practice these things, or when I emerge my inner beauty, I'm able to actually teach that even to my children. I can even teach my children, teaching meaning inspiring my children to be that way, to emerge their qualities. It's very important. Sometimes we hear things like, child must have done really good, but the parent always want the child to compete. If the child got 90, okay, why didn't you get 95? Appreciate, at the same time inspire, inspire to do better, of course, but appreciation is important. And let them, not appreciating in such a way that the children become dependent on you for that appreciation. Tomorrow, if you correct them, they will feel angry. That should not happen. You know? But appreciate in such a way that they stand on their own feet. Let them know, let them recognize what are their qualities. So I think counting these attainments and looking at our inner beauty is very, very essential, because what happens is when situations come, we feel down. We feel sometimes this life is worthless, or we sit back and think about all the guilt that we carry, or mistakes we have done. So it is important that I clear up these impurities. We live sometimes in the past and feel being worthless for any mistake I've done. But of course, on the other hand, it is very important to be humble as well. If I've done something wrong, be sorry. Be sorry to yourself. But if we behave in an egoistic way, it's okay, I didn't do any mistake. But then I'm not giving a space to change. That ego will start increasing in me more and more. Then, even if somebody is telling you this is the way to do, I will not listen. I will dismiss, saying that yes, I have everything. No, that is not good again. But having this pure self respect. And yes, I've done something. I feel sorry for that. Yes, but I'll move on. I give it to God. I move on. So it's like this check and change is important. This checking and changing is important. In the same way, sometimes we may face hardships in our life. And if we don't realize what God has given us, it's very easy to actually lose trust in God. That's what happens. No, it happens with human beings also around us. When we forget what somebody has done to us, we'll forget very easily and we'll have no trust. Instantly, we'll just dismiss. But we cannot be isolated, dismissing everyone. Who will become very isolated. And so counting and write down, I would say, before you go to bed, every single day, write down what is that attainment God is giving, so that you always feel He is your companion, He's there for you. And when times come when you feel something is not happening right, you'll always feel that God is with you, because you will experience His attainments. You will know that if He's there, you will never experience defeat. There is always victory in your life. I remember there was somebody at some point, she was facing something and she had some distractions in life. And at that point, she was, having this thing about, should I meditate, should I not, or should I, where I should go? Maybe I should just indulge in this thing, or, I'm not feeling, this thing is dragging me, this situation is very hard for me. A lot of roller coaster was happening in our life, in her life. And she said that moment one day when she was so confused about what to do and what not to do, she sat and wrote all the attainments that God has given her. And then she wrote what she gets from people around her, what she gets from God. And that moment she decided, no, this is what I want to do. This is what, whilst doing everything, I want to continue what I'm doing, because God's presence is so important in my life. There is a beautiful song. It's called Tujhe Dekh Kar Jagwale. जिसकी रचना इतनी सुंदर वो कितना सुंदर होगा. Of course, it's a Hindi song, meaning if your creation is so beautiful, how beautiful the creator would be, the one who made the creation. And so God is the most beautiful one, the divine parent, the divine beloved, who is so beautiful, and he has made us beautiful. I need to accept and I need to look into myself, this inner beauty, with a lot of humility, but not ego. But the moment ego is there, then all the beauty gets dirty. The beauty of is no use when I have even a little bit of ego. So let me actually, emerge this inner beauty. Let me actually experience this inner beauty. And as I experience this inner beauty, I share this inner beauty with others. Because when I share, what I receive is blessings. And it's important to accumulate blessings in life. That is the third aspect. Very important to accumulate blessings. I cannot say I don't need anybody's blessings. I'll behave whatever I want to do. No, but if I don't accumulate blessings, then, but I'm not waiting for somebody to bless me. I have to do what I have to do. There is also another beautiful saying that neki kar darya mein dam, meaning do good and then leave it in the flowing river. You don't have to count what you have done. But when you do good, you receive blessings from others. And those blessings are necessary. Why? Because again, when we have hardship, so when we are in such a situation, when we need help, our blessings will be something that will help me. Our blessings will actually lift me up and take me out of any kind of situation. My blessing will make me move forward. And these blessings are absolutely necessary. And but blessings first of all, excuse me, blessings first of all begin from your own self, meaning bless your own self first. As we were in the meditation, as we were doing this, I am lucky, I am blessed. Feel that. Don't feel always discontent, this is not there, that is not happening, but just feel your blessings. You bless yourself with recognizing your qualities. I have an inner quality of commitment. I have an inner quality of loving heart. I have this. So you're blessing yourself. When you bless yourself, then you know how to bless others. When you're discontent, then you don't know how to bless others. Blessing yourself is important. And the second is cause. A lot of blessings from God. Whatever qualities you have, when you use it for a divine purpose, when you use it for a right cause, they will multiply multi-million times. I have this quality, I'll use for myself, I'll use for my family. No, that's still not you creating multi-million blessings. Because God is an unlimited being. And so his blessings are also unlimited. And so when I use what he has given me in his task or in a charitable act, that multiplies multi-million times. You have a beautiful mind, use it for creating beautiful vibrations for the world, for the souls. Think something different from your day-to-day life. Use those thoughts in something wonderful. And one of the most important things The way to create blessings is His remembrance, just His remembrance. Yesterday also we had a session on how God's remembrance, right? His remembrance allows me to be showered with blessings. His remembrance is necessary. And so His remembrance allows me to shower with those blessings. And then of course, then whatever blessings He is giving me, then I'm using it, then I'm multiplying. So when I give blessing, I receive a blessing. When I do something good, I receive multi-million times. Giving is not lessening. Giving is actually creating more for myself. So I have to always think out of my box. What am I doing that little more that creates blessings for me? Let me just not sit in that little box of me and my family. Come out. I'm not saying you have to leave your family. What I'm saying is think, think unlimited. Create unlimited blessings. And the third is, of course, without unconditionally, altruistically, you do something for humanity. For births and years, we are so used to just being boxed. We become limited, only me and my family, only this much. I'll serve. Okay, that's fine, you serve. But a little more extra, how can I do to the humanity so that I can receive more blessings? But again, as I said, I'm not waiting for the blessings or I'm not expecting, but altruistic service, it's called. Altruistically, I'm doing. I'm just doing for everyone's good. That's it. Without any wanting. And there is so much of happiness and peace when I do altruistically. Like yesterday, also, we were talking about do not do to impress people. You're accumulating nothing, actually, zero. Do it for your contentment, do it for, you know, for the benefit of humanity. Any little thing you do, don't do it for others to praise or others to get impressed. Then it becomes an impure action. No purity in that action. Do it wholeheartedly. Do it in an altruistic way. Then I receive blessings. And the fourth aspect is that also when I do the right actions at the right time, when I use what I have at the right time, then time will bless me. Just like how they say, a friend in need is friend indeed, they say, right? When somebody is in need, then you're doing, that's when, there is value to it, they say. But when it is all done and you go, okay, now I'm ready, then you'll say it's too late. Even God will say it's too late. Even humanity will say, you could have done more, but it's too late now. So let me not wait until too late. Then when I do it on time, so that's why whatever you feel good to do right now, do it. Don't delay, I will do it tomorrow. When you're feeling, when you want to use these qualities you have, for an unlimited task, for an unlimited purpose. Do it now. When you have a good thought to do something towards God, do it now. When you have time now, utilize it in remembrance. But once time is gone, it's too late. It won't come back. Those moments are gone. Right? So when I do it on time, time will also bless me. And it gives, how time blesses me is that it'll support me. It'll help me. Time will help me at the right time. It'll open doors for me to move forward. So that's why there is a saying, right? Whatever you have to do tomorrow, do it today. Whatever you have to do it today, now. Don't delay. You never know what is next moment like. I remember a few years ago, somebody, she was sharing her story, and that how her husband is a heart surgeon. And one day after work, he came home. Everything is fine. He ate food and he asked his wife, "Can you make some tea for me?" And she went inside to make tea. He just collapsed. He just spoke to his daughter and he hung up, and he just collapsed and fell, and that's it. He left in seconds. She brought tea, he was gone. You never know what is the time of this body. So whatever time we have, we utilize. Whatever inner beauty we have, we utilize. We appreciate, we feel content. Appreciate your inner beauty, let it flourish. And accumulate blessings with an altruistic heart. Keep aside this ego, it will not work in any way. Keep aside that witty cleverness, it's not going to work. But with an honest and humble heart, I do what needs to be done in God's home or in God's task, or for my own upliftment and for the upliftment of humanity. Om Shanti. So, any thoughts you have, anything you would like to share, you're most welcome. Thank you.
That was a beautiful session. That was a beautiful session. Really feel good after listening to something like this in the evening before the close of the day. It was really good. Doing service, without any expectations. Yeah, that's really what I think all of us should do.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you, Anuradha. Thanks for sharing.
Om Shanti, Sister Madhvi.
Om Shanti, Sagita.
I like the way you said that keep aside your ego, your witty cleverness, and do whatever you want to do in Baba's service in a selfless and altruistic way. Though, with an honest heart. I really like the way you that was very nice. And the other thing I liked is that first thing is to bless ourselves. We have to bless ourselves first. Otherwise, and then we have to receive blessings from Baba, but by serving in a right way, with an honest heart. The second was that the third was receiving blessing from Baba. No, the third one was receiving blessing from Baba. Yeah, and
the second
also
one.
Second one. First is from ourselves. By blessing ourselves, I am like motivating, and the second is blessing myself with Baba's. Doing for Baba's, whatever I want to do it for Baba's service in an altruistic way. Use my qualities for Baba. Use my whatever quality I have. And the other thing is that I like this, that we have to uh, sit back and see what quality I have.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done that, but you have to sit and do that. What quality? I've never done
Yes,
that, but
yes.
yeah, I will. I like the way you said that you have to, and then you have to use it. You have to use it not in an egoistic way, but in a humble way,
Mm,
which that will bring the best to benefit others. I
mm.
like the way you explained it. Very nice. Thank you, Sister Madhvi. I never even thought that I have to look to my qualities. I never even.
Yes, yes, you have to. It's very
Oh,
important to know what is your quality and use it for the right purpose. That gives you dignity. Yes, I have this quality, and you'll see how you'll start to use in every task that quality. Mm. Say, for example,
thank you, Sister Madhvi.
yeah.
Thanks so much. Yeah. Okay, give me the example. Yeah,
No,
I can.
as I was, wanted to give, like, say, if you have determination, then, when you're determined, you'll start something. You will be determined to finish it. It's not that you leave it in half, or say you have a quality of commitment, then you will sustain whatever you have. You will not, drop it in. When you have a very loving heart, say, you know how to actually be loving and detached. Every task you will do with that love, but yet to be detached from the result of it
Acha.
and fruit of it. So like that, I have to look into what qualities I have so that I can use.
Okay. First is determination. The second you said
No, I
commitment.
just gave you examples.
Yeah, but very nice, very nice. Determination,
Commitment,
commitment,
determination, loving heart.
very, and loving heart and loving and detached without being attached to the results of the. Very nice. Thank you. That was so good. Thank you, Sister Madhvi.
Hmm.
Thank
Not postponing anything was something we should do. Do it right then without even thinking about finishing it the next day.
you. Hmm.
Right.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Yeah,
Mm.
no, not procrastinating.
Yeah.
Not to procrastinate. Yeah.
Mm. Right.
Mm.
Om Shanti, Sister Madhvi.
Om Shanti Vimla, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's been a
And
little while. I didn't hear your voice. So lovely to hear your voice.
no, I hear, but I like to hear what others also say. Sometimes, you learn from more when others also say something.
Mm.
I also hear, yeah. But I like the point today, like, say sorry and you become so free, like the name Harmony, I remember Harmony, our all.
Armani,
I
yes. Mm.
always remember before also I had heard that harmony means that har mano and you become free.
Mm.
Sometimes, like people are, sometimes not people or anybody, family member, friend, feels that
Mm.
they are right.
Yeah.
Never mind. And that time you understand. God, nowadays Baba has given us that like thinking power, like you feel it. Yeah, maybe, I should say sorry and get out of it. That's it. And don't discuss more, put a full stop.
Mm.
So, yeah, say
That's
sorry.
so true. Mm.
Yeah, say sorry, like full stop that you say, mentioned in your section. Put a full stop and you get out of that
Mm.
discussion. You be so nice. You feel free like free bird, like butterflies. You fly, and you get out of that discussion where you were simply wasting time. When you know the discussion will go on if I don't say sorry,
Mm.
and
Mm.
if I don't put a full stop.
Right.
At that time, yeah, you feel it. You come to know.
That's true. Sometimes it just takes one word of just say sorry and then, carry on. But One is like you didn't make mistake, and yes, with humility, you're saying sorry. But sometimes people do mistakes, and then they still don't say sorry.
Yeah.
And what happens is you're provoking others to get angry with your behavior. Even that is a
Yeah.
kind of sin. That is
Uh-huh.
not good, because your behavior should not provoke anyone to get angry towards you. So it is not that the other person is getting angry. You are provoking that person to get angry with your behavior.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
whatever that person is going to accumulate, you're going to accumulate double.
Double.
Because you are not sorry for your action, first of all. And then with your behavior, you may
Uh-huh.
be talking something, you may be talking opposite to what that person is saying, or not. You don't feel a moment of humility that, yeah, maybe I should have done this, when this person is asking. When you don't have that, then you are, what you're doing is you're creating that conflict there. So it is not
Yes.
good to create conflict,
Yes.
because you had enough conflicts in life. Why you want to create unnecessarily for little things? Okay,
Yeah.
if you have done this, okay, I say sorry. But then okay,
Sorry.
you didn't say sorry. Quietly you do it. But sometimes when somebody is saying something, it is not nice. You're laughing at them.
Yeah.
Your behavior should not be such that you're
Uh,
provoking anger in others, thinking you're very smart and you're good. Because
uh,
then you're accumulating more karma than them, because you are
uh,
disturbing somebody's state of mind.
uh, yes. Shouldn't show them.
Yeah, so that is very true what you said. Say sorry and then carry on. It's little sorry. But then
Yeah.
today, because of ego or anger, whatever it is, whatever, people's lifestyle or thinking pattern is, it's very hardly anybody, rarely really say sorry and then carry on with what it has to be done. But people have these habits of creating conflict always, which is not good. uh, how much getting angry is is an impure action. In the same way, making others get angry is also a very impure action, a double impure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sorry and put full stop.
Mm,
That's a very good point.
yes.
Sorry. Say sorry or put a full stop to your conversation of discussion. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. You explained so well that you don't want to discuss more and just get out of that situation and you become so free. Thank God. And that time you just feel it. Thank Babaji. Thank Baba. I said sorry and everything went well. Sometimes you feel in your heart, you feel like laughing and be happy and making others also happy.
Mm-hmm.
And they also say, oh, yeah, yeah, you are right. Never mind. It's not that you have to say sorry. And sometimes they also feel it. That
That's
it's
true.
not
When I behave humble, then others don't want me to say sorry. But
that.
when I get into an argument, or when my behavior is in such a way that it's provoking others, then people will wait for you. Yeah, then they would want you to apologize, or change your attitude. But yes, when I have that simplicity and humility, then others don't even want you to tell sorry. But this is
Yeah.
one thing we have to remember in our life. I should not be the instrument to create conflict.
Yes.
Don't create. If there is anything going on, I should not be that fire, who creates that conflict among people or in people, between people. Or very important. It's a very bad karma.
Yes. Very true. Mhm. Yes.
Om Shanti,
Om
Sister
Shanti.
Madhvi. Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Yesterday you were saying that when we try to please others, it brings the soul energy of the soul down. Like sometimes, so can you give an example or something more to make it more clear? Like, uh,
Sure. I mean, say for example, anything, it could be any task you do. Say for example, you're cooking, right? If you're cooking, if you're cooking to impress someone, this food, what happens is when we are cooking already we are programming our mind that whoever will eat, they should feel happy with this food. And so with those vibrations, with those thoughts, I'm cooking. So what happened? Okay, I cooked, I worked hard, I cooked. And then after you made the food, somebody didn't like it. So what happened? You actually made the food in order to receive, in order to impress somebody, in order to receive some appreciation that others should feel happy. Of course, it's natural. The food has to come well. I have to cook well. But there is a higher consciousness I can hold while cooking food, right? And that is the consciousness of God. I'm making this for God. I'm making this for Baba. I'm making with that pure awareness. And so when I make with that pure awareness, I'll put the right ingredients, how much I have to put, everything. But I make thinking that this food, this person should like, and he has to appreciate, she has to appreciate. That is a complete impure awareness. I'm cooking food. And so then I am not accumulating anything because my consciousness itself is wrong when I'm cooking. It's a very limited consciousness I'm holding. And then say when they ate and they didn't like it and they said something, then I feel hurt. Oh, I made it for you and you didn't like it. How come you didn't like it? Then you go into an argument. I put this, that. I made the way you like it. Why don't you like it? All of this sometimes we do play all of these games. And so the right consciousness, when you do any karma, any action, is I am doing this for God. I am doing this for a larger cause, for an unlimited cause, not a limited cause. I offer this whatever to Him. So when I make it in a spiritual consciousness, then that has power. And then definitely that will come more 100 times better. And also that ordinary action of cooking didn't become just cooking, but it has become part of your remembrance. It has become much more elevated than just cooking. So that's just an example. It could be anything, you know. Even if I do anything, let me not do for somebody else to impress somebody. Oh, look, I'm doing it. Look, you tell me how it is. Look, I'm do it with a pure heart, do it with dedication of God, then it becomes a pure action. Okay? Okay, so we
thank you, Sister Madhvi. That was very clear. Thank you.
Om Shanti Kamlesh, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Very nice lecture.
Wonderful. So thank you everyone for joining this evening. Lovely to have you all. And have a beautiful night, and we will be meeting soon.
Yeah, good night, Sister Madhvi.
Good night, Poonam.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.